nervous to drive your car. No, how do I turn this off?
Reporting live from Lake Elsinore Storm Stadium.
That's my student. Isn't she so funny? I'm Jasmine and I autocross a manual GT4 in the men's class at the PCA Championship Series. Welcome to episode 5. If you're new here and wondering what autocross is or why I left the ladies class, check out episode 1 where I break it all down. For the first time, I swapped cars with the fastest guy in my class, Bob Endicott. I talk about him in episode 1, so check it out if you haven't already. He's a former pro race car driver, he's in his 70s, road race Hondas, and is a multiple SCCA national championship winner. The deal was I would do some practice runs in his PDK GT4, and he would do some of his practice runs in my manual GT4. And this would be the ultimate decider whether or not PDK is better for autocross over the manual. Here's our setup breakdown.
Exhaust modifications?
Nothing.
What else do you have?
It's got camber shims.
Okay.
It's got 19-inch wheels.
Yokes?
No, these are Bridgestones.
Oh!
That's why I went to the 19s, so I could run Bridgestones.
Oh, okay.
What else do I have? I've adjusted the sway bars all the way stiff.
All the way stiff? Okay, I softened mine actually. You're basically like drifting that whole middle corner.
Now the car is just a little bit tail happy, a little bit of touch of oversteer, which I like.
Okay.
I hate understeer. I absolutely hate it.
Yeah. I mean, me too. That's why I softened the front sway bar, but you stiffened it all the way?
Yeah, because this course doesn't have any slalom, so when you're going like this, back and forth, you want the car stiffer.
Okay. I'm gonna drive this car. Okay. Alright.
No, I'm going to drive your car twice, so it equals out.
Thanks again for letting me drive.
No problem. Yeah, the PDK, all you do is just leave it where it is. You don't have to do a thing.
Okay.
Just steer and gas and brake.
Have you driven a manual GT4 before?
No. It's the only GT4 I've ever driven.
Nice.
I just got it in January.
Nice.
You're just driving point to point. You're not, it doesn't seem like you're setting up for corners at all.
Okay.
You're making everything way slower, tighter and slower than it needs to be.
Okay.
Like in the first turn here, you're going around and you just staying tight to all the cones on the left side. You need to go way out to backside the very last one of those going down the hill, and then it makes that double right-hander a lot easier. As you came out of that, you came out way on the outside.
Yeah. You mean those two cones right there?
Where it is right now.
Okay.
Way wide coming out of it, and that messes you up with the left-hander after that.
Yeah.
You need to focus. You're not looking far enough ahead.
Okay.
You need to focus on where do I want to be in the next corner.
Okay.
Like coming to the finish, you just you're making a left and then a right and a left, correct? At the finish. And you went straight from the cone on the left side to the apex cone on the right hand side.
Okay.
And then it made it really tight to come out of that.
Okay.
You know, where if you think ahead a little bit, as you come into the left, you want to be out here and really come in like this.
Okay.
To make the right easier.
Okay.
Like you know, when I go through there, I'm going through in second here. It downshifted to first for you because your speed was so low.
I see. Okay.
So really try to think ahead more.
Okay.
Your car control skills are good. You know, when the car slides, you catch it. You know, but you're driving the shortest distance you can. And I tend to really set up for corners more than most people.
Okay.
Like in the big left-hand sweeper way down there. You took a real tight line.
Okay.
So it went down to first.
Okay.
You know, if you just make a big circle out of it, it won't do that.
Okay.
You like the PDK?
It's pretty sweet.
You can ride with me if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm nervous to drive your car.
Everybody is.
Yeah.
So pay attention to what I'm doing. Like through this turn here.
Yeah.
You're staying on the inside. You're going inside cone,
Yeah.
inside. you're staying really tight, right? Go way out. Make a big circle out of it, as opposed to going like this. You're driving. You go
Extra lap.
the same thing at the finish. You're making the finish way harder than it needs to be.
Okay.
If you go around the first cone on the left hand side, and really stay to the left, then you can make a nice shot through the right and down to the finish.
Yeah.
Always be thinking about where you want to be for the next corner. Not the one you're in, but for the next, where I need to be ready for the next corner.
Okay.
Drive at least one turn ahead.
Okay.
Look ahead.
Okay. And also, now I know which cones I can kind of ignore, basically.
You can what?
I can ignore some of the cones out there.
Oh, absolutely. Did you notice what I did over here in the very first turn, this left-hander?
Yeah.
I'm like way to the outside. But by doing that, when I go down the hill, then I'm headed, I'm where I want to be to go around that double right-hander.
Okay.
Make you turn. If you stay to the inside, then as you go down the hill, it points you straight at the first apex cone. That's not what you want to do. You want to be set up for it where it's easier to go around it.
Okay. Yeah.
You shouldn't be doing this. You should be going like that. You should just make a turn. Hold it.
Okay.
You notice at the finish, it did go down to first gear for me because I was going faster.
Yeah, I guess for me, it's not about like PDK versus manual now. It's just the line. I need to learn the line.
Yeah, I think the PDK helps the car slow it a little bit. So, yeah, the line is your biggest thing holding it up.
Woo!
So I had a 39.9, a 39.8, a 40.0, and a 39.9.
That's amazing. And they were clean.
Yeah, I don't hit cones. I really try not to hit cones.
Thank you.
We're good.
Okay, I did way worse in Bob's car. I think I was like nervous driving his car.
Which one?
The red GT4.
Oh,
It's the same thing, but PDK.
Okay.
I was 1 second slower, and he was like, "Your lines are so bad." I was like, anyways, at least like, I know that's not my problem, you know?
Yeah.
The PDK is not my problem.
Yeah.
It's the line.
It's lines?
It's just driver.
Well, that's good.
issue.
Hey, no need to get a PDK then.
Yeah, that confirms it.
It sounds like the car's really similar.
Yeah, I mean, I have the OPF removed. The front sway bar is the softest setting. And then
What's removed in the back?
the OPF. Over axle pipes are, yes. Which, yeah.
So it should have more power.
Yeah.
What kind of tires are these?
Bridgestone, RE71 RS.
You're running too much pressure.
Yeah.
I can feel it shattering.
Okay.
I run 28-32.
32s in the rear?
Yeah, 28 in the front, 32 in the rear.
Okay.
I don't know what you run, but it feels like too much.
Okay.
Then it was Bob's turn to drive my car.
Hell yeah, Bob. Get to it, man. Don't embarrass yourself too much.
Oh my god. No, I embarrassed myself.
Clutch is stiff on this, huh?
Oh, this is a lightweight flywheel. I forgot. I did that.
Yeah, my GoPro ran out of batteries, so you just get to see me trying to focus really hard on what Bob's doing. You can see his steering inputs are a lot smoother and more intentional.
How's it feel?
Pretty good. The brakes are a lot better than my car.
Oh, okay. I didn't do anything to the brakes.
Are these the ceramic brakes?
No, steel.
You got better pads than I do then.
Okay.
The brakes feel better. It has surprisingly good low end power, probably because the over axle pipes. The balance, it feels pretty good. It feels about the same.
Okay.
I think if you on a course that had a lot of slaloms, that you'd probably, should have a stiffer front bar setting.
Okay.
But for big long turns like this, it feels good.
Okay.
Do you see the difference of what I'm doing at the finish compared to what you're doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're charging in and coming out slow, and you want to do the opposite. You want to make sure that where you place the car where you want to be to get a fast exit, because you're exiting onto a straightaway.
Okay.
So exit is always more important than entry.
Okay. Meaning like you give up a little bit on the entry to get a good exit.
Yeah, place the car where you need it to be to exit the corner. Like I'm back at full throttle coming out of that corner way before you are.
I see.
And same thing here in this first turn. I'm going much further out. I'm making a big circle out of it.
Okay.
As opposed to going like this, like this, like this, like,
Okay.
You're going dot to dot.
Okay.
The car sounds really good.
It sounds good.
Yeah, I like it a lot better than mine.
But you can't do it because you compete in SCCA as well?
Yeah, I run in SCCA, both San Diego and Cal Club.
Okay.
So 2/3 of my events are SCCA events.
Yeah.
So I can't make it. Okay, let's see if I get the 30 knots.
Whoa! You said it!
I don't know what my 0.8 was, but that's the same as I got in my car.
What the hell? That's awesome!
Okay.
You know what the crazy thing is? I felt like maybe, like feeling wise, it felt slower, but you still ended up doing like a faster time.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
I'm driving smoother than you are.
Yes.
You're making mistakes and the car slides.
Yeah.
And I'm not. And I'm setting up for the corner exit. And get the power down sooner is way important. That's much more important than charging into a corner.
Okay.
Slow in, fast out.
Okay.
It's always better. Okay. You're on your own here.
Okay, thank you.
Bob coached me and pushed me hard, but he also gave me the space to figure it out. I struggled with the PDK, but it wasn't the car, it was definitely my nerves.
Okay, that actually, I was slower, but smoother, and I got a faster time. I was over driving the car so much, especially with traction control. I appreciate his tough love approach. That's not even tough love.
This event was also my first time running with full traction control off.
And then I'll turn traction off, actually. Because I think I wanted to slide and it felt really good. No! How do I turn this off? Oh no! That was so bad. Oh, that was so bad.
It's alright, we worked out that little first turn.
Yeah.
Without traction control, things will be good now.
Okay, it's actually a huge difference to have it off.
Yeah.
I think it's probably better for me to leave it off so I get used to it.
But are you having fun? It's crazy the difference between traction control on and off.
Yeah, actually it was helping me too much.
While all of that was happening, I was also coaching my friend in her 992 Carrera.
Oh, yeah,
It was her first time autocross and she totally crushed it.
Slow wait. Bye! Honestly, I've like completely forgot what the course looks like.
Big left, sweeping into a small right, into a big left, into a tight little, with then the little kick thing at
You've
the
been
end.
studying.
I didn't actually, but I should have. Are you recording?
I am. Oh wait, I'm not.
You want me to turn you on? You made that look really easy.
Really?
Yeah.
But I think the course is pretty, I'm not gonna say like easy, but it's straightforward. Like easy to follow. I think there's a lot of like, it's just right and left turns.
Followed by each other. Right, left, right, left.
Okay, I am going to do tire pressures.
Reporting live from Lake Elsinore Storm Stadium. Jasmine is filling her tires? No, checking her tire pressure. That's what she's actually doing. She'd had a first run, it was great, 41.6, I think? What a woman.
The good thing about traction control and why you should have it on is like the car will, you can feel when traction control turns on because it'll kind of like judder. And that's when you know that you're going in too hot. And that's where you know like the car will tell you like where you need to ease up on.
Okay.
That's good. Woohoo! But yeah, I think you got the course. Like I'll give you some brake and gas
Okay.
cues now.
Okay.
Brake. Gas, gas, gas. Gas. Hard brake here. Brake here. Yep. Nice, nice, nice. Hold it. Gas, 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 gas. Brake. Gas, 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 gas. Gas all the way through.
Please report for duty to grid and start. Thank you.
Whoa! You cut 3 whole seconds off.
Jesus! This is so fun!
That was way smoother, but that was really good at the end.
That was so fun. Here we go.
Stop.
Sorry, just trying to get closer.
Then go wide after this. Wide, wide, wide. Brake. Turn, 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 turn. Gas, 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 gas. Yep, good, good, good. Go out wide. Turn in. Yep. Now turn early. Wide, wide, wide. Wide, gas. Go out wide that way. Brake, 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 brake. Gas. Gas, 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 gas. Gas, gas, gas. Go out wide. Turn early. Gas, 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 gas. 44.9! Yeah!
That feels
It can
good.
only go up from here. Okay, you got this?
Yes.
When it came time for my competition runs, I kept repeating Bob's advice in my head. My first 2 runs, I hit cones, but then I broke into the 40s. My mic got messed up, so I didn't record any sound. But if it didn't, then you'd hear me cheering because that was good enough to get me on podium. My best finish yet. Thank you to everyone who's been following along. Make sure you subscribe to catch the next episode.